Watching this two commentators talking the other night, well last night as a matter of fact, about the third time that I tried to go to bed and couldn't sleep. And no, as a matter of fact, this was before all that. It was in some section of the news, and there was like an American guy who was talking about why we had to have the MX or whatever that is, missile, the big missile that Mr. Reagan wants to build. And there was some Soviet guy who wasn't much smarter than the American guy, and he was talking about why we shouldn't have it. You know, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's like saying, like playing hide and seek and saying, where are you going to hide? So that it'll be fair. Before we start the game, we all want to know where everybody's going to hide. I think, you know, like, see, if you're that big, I'm blowing everybody up. If you really want to spend all that money to blow people up, why don't you just go ahead and do it? I mean, I just don't understand. And, but anyway, I thought it was funny because I was thinking about this song last night as I was watching it. And the song says, when I leave, I want to go out like Elijah, with the whirlwind to fuel my chariot of fire. And I was thinking how handy it would be if everybody just went out all at one time, like Elijah. Then we wouldn't have to worry about dispensationalism, we wouldn't have to worry about premillennialists and post-millennialists and all that. If we just blow it up now, we won't leave God any of the options. And that will make theologians happy, that will make politicians happy. The only people that would be disappointed are people who have not yet been able to be married. But I was just thinking what a terrific thing it would be if we could really make some kind of a difference in the world, because it just seems like, you watch stuff like that and you think, what can we do? It's too big. It's too big now. And I think it's only because we forget who we are. And I just look at all the people who are here, and it's really nice to see all this many people who are going to flunk their exams tomorrow or whatever. And I think, man, there are this many people here. I know that it has to be at least this many people somewhere else. And if only, do you know that Islam is a pacifist religion? That they teach that violence is bad? That is an amazing thing to me. And so, as a matter of fact, humanism professes to be to have a pacifistic thrust. And rumor has it Christianity has sort of a pacifism about it. And even though you couldn't tell it by looking at the history of the West. And I look at all these religions, Buddhism, the whole thing, every one of them teaches nonviolence. And probably everybody in the whole world has some religion, whether it's Christianity or humanism or whatever. And the only thing I can figure out is that none of us really live our religion. And so I was thinking that maybe the best way to glorify God is not to go around and sing songs about Him. Maybe it would be to learn to turn the other cheek. Maybe it would be to be able to be called a son of God because I am a peacemaker. And maybe it would be good for me to learn to hunger and thirst for righteousness. And I was thinking about if I did all that when I got up there to the pearly gates, and God would say, you were really terrific. And you never got printed up in a hymnal. You didn't, you didn't do a whole lot of things, but you did what I made you to do. You lived. And you made the most out of your life, and you made the most of life for other people. And so that's sort of my ambition, and that's sort of what this is all about.